Running you through a few stats at the minute. So first of all, I want to thank you for all the engagement that you've done through Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, Soundcloud, and YouTube as well. So I saw that the first episode of the BrownieBros podcast, we got 82 views, which was absolutely incredible. So firstly, it shows us that you guys are wanting to listen to it, you're engaging with it. A lot of the chats that are coming through, you're telling me when's the next one starting. You're also asking me what time. You're also asking me what it's about, etc. So I'm really, really pleased that there's so much interaction with it. I do wish that I could tell you a lot more of what's it about, and dive into more information about it. But unfortunately, I do have to keep things a bit discreet, so there is a wee bit more surprise of when we do launch them live on Twitch as well. So I want to thank you first of all for YouTube. So in the last week or two, we gained 13 subscribers on YouTube, which is absolutely incredible. So I want to thank you for that as well. So Milkman Gaming 98 on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram and Twitch as well. So make sure that you are checking all them out as well. Secondly, I saw that this week we gained 2k viewers on Instagram as well, so I can see that our total viewers are 3.2k on Instagram, so I really, really appreciate that as well. And also on TikTok we've gained about 200 followers as well, which is absolutely crazy. You're coming into my lives, you're interacting, you're sharing everything, so again a massive thank you to that as well. I can see that we have a question in the chat, which is absolutely amazing. I appreciate you all coming up with your questions. I was asking that. So yeah, let's hear your questions. Hello. Hello, Toxic. How are you doing? Prime Optic, thank you for joining. Kean Bradley 01, thank you for joining. Yes, I do absolutely love that, Prime. I really, really appreciated that. I was actually giving it a little shot last night, and it was a little toy soldier skin, which was really, really awesome. So I really, really appreciate you putting in there, Prime. And yeah, you guys do not need to do that. There was also another fan in the chat, Philly Billy, who has been joining all my TikTok chats, all my Twitch chats, that also gave me the chicken dance emote on Fortnite as well. So all these little gifts that you're giving me on Fortnite is absolutely incredible. So thank you so much for that. As I say, I never put that on you guys to gift me or say you have to gift me, but these little touches really do go a long way, so I appreciate that a lot too. Again, I want to thank you for Twitch as well. So in the last week, or since we've done the first podcast, we've actually gained 74 followers on Twitch, which is absolutely crazy. You guys on Twitch are interacting like mad, you're sharing everything, you're putting all my social medias on your stories, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitch, everything. So I really appreciate that as well. And a couple nights ago, we actually got our first subscriber on Twitch as well, which was absolutely crazy. I'd never thought once when I joined Twitch that I would get any followers, but bar a subscriber, which is absolutely crazy. So I really appreciate that subscription as well. Let's hear the questions. Let's hear the questions over again as well. Okay. Next music. So I actually do have something personally by myself as well, but also as well, which we said on the last episode as well, there's going to be a lot more coming from BrownieBros as well. So yeah, stay tuned for that. There is another TikTok page that I use as well, which is RKM DJ Official. So make sure you check out that TikTok page. And there is also Rohan McDowell on Instagram as well, which is my Instagram DJ page too. So yeah, stay tuned for music for that. My recent track Saffire, which I'll dive into a wee bit more, has been absolutely played out this world, so I really appreciate the appreciation on that track too. Let's hear the second question. Let's hear it. Nice. So, wow. Okay. So music became, it was almost like kind of drilled into my skin and bones in a way. It was just what I listened to as a child. When I was at primary school, I played the drums. I played acoustic guitar, so I was getting into musical instruments that way. And then when I got a little bit older, I started listening to DJs, and I also became a DJ myself and started producing tracks as well. So I just love sounds, I love rhythms, I love synths, I love drums, and these little things really just like hook me into music. And definitely now as I'm getting older, I'm definitely finding more inspiration, more genres of music out there. And yeah, that's kind of how I got into music as well. But I'll dive into that a wee bit more as well as the podcast goes on. But again, I really, really appreciate that question. That was an absolutely awesome question. Let's hear the next question. That's so good, man. So yeah, let's dive them in. So Prime, thank you so much for that question, man. I really, really appreciate that. And yeah, so my recent track Saffire, which was live on my Spotify last Friday, it's also live on my Soundcloud as well, has been yeah, it's absolutely done amazing. So it's had 37 streams on Spotify so far. It's been added to 12 different playlists. It's been played in places like Scotland, England, Ireland, Wales. It's been played in Italy. It's been played in Morocco, and it's also been played in Amsterdam as well. So that was pretty crazy to see all these countries that are streaming my track, and it's absolutely amazing. So these little things there are just little incentives as well. Let's hear from the chat. Let's hear. Because you guys are absolutely amazing. I really appreciate all the questions. So thank you so much for that again, Prime. I really appreciate that. But yeah, little things like numbers, little stats, seeing Spotify, seeing you guys adding stuff into my playlist is absolutely amazing. I really appreciate you guys adding my stuff into my playlist. So it's yeah, it's really, really cool. Next question. Kian, thank you so much for joining in. Nice. So the plans are that in next month, a couple months, we're going to be setting up the gaming PC. So I'm going to be getting a gaming PC, which again you guys helped me sort of find a gaming PC as well. I asked the chat on one of my Twitch streams, what's a good gaming PC, what's a good starter gaming PC, because I've always been used to console gaming. I've always played the Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS4, and obviously now I'm on Xbox Series X as well. So I'm going to try PC gaming. I'm going to try and create myself a little Steam account. So again, I'll put these little links in when we're all setting up with that. And let me know, I know these sort of gaming and sort of streamers out there do like a kind of unboxing of their gaming PC, or how my gaming setup's looking, etc. So all these little ideas, let me know if you would want me to post about that, if that would be quite good interaction for you. And yeah, that's definitely the future, to find sort of underground PC games on Steam, on all these sort of gaming platforms, and yeah, hopefully try and take it to the next level. Let's see the next question. Stormforce, exactly, man. So that's the one that we discussed we're going to go for. So absolutely buzzing for that. I cannot wait. I know that obviously Prime, you were saying that you're going to be getting that one as well. So yeah, you can now say that you're going to have the same gaming PC as Milkman Gaming, your favourite streamer, you know. So so yeah, that's pretty cool. But as I say, it's kind of that interaction where, because now I'm getting that PC, maybe that might make you guys want to get that PC, because you know I have that PC, but also you've given me that idea to think like, well, you know what, I'm going to listen to that, looked into it, had great reviews, it was all 5-star ratings, a lot of people were saying it was running PC games really quickly, it was really good for streaming, also looked into it from a podcasting side as well, so it's going to be really good for the podcast in the future too. And yeah, looking forward to trying out the Stormforce. That's going to be absolutely brilliant. So yeah, so that's where we're going to go with that. We're going to go with a wee bit more kind of PC gaming, and I know that like I've been taking inspiration from Twitch streamers like Limmy, I've also been watching Jinxie. I know somebody put in a comment as well saying that they were putting Syndicate aside for me to take a break from Syndicate and come over and watch Milkman Gaming. Now, I don't know if you know Syndicate, but he has like, I think he's got about 30 million subscribers on YouTube, which is absolutely crazy. And you're putting him aside for a Milkman Gaming stream. That says a lot, you know what I mean? So these little things I'm learning from all these Twitch streamers, and I think PC gaming is definitely going to elevate a Milkman Gaming stream. Let's hear from you guys again as well. Keep the questions coming in. I really, really appreciate this. So to get back into sorry. Keep the questions coming in, people. Sorry. So the editing software that I use is basically just like Photoshop editor. I also use just like screen recording from like my Mac as well. So I'm using like a lot of Apple devices to do that as well. I'm also going on to Twitch as well. So looking back on my streams, I'm clipping videos on there and then putting it into sort of like video editor to try and make it look a little bit more, the quality hopefully is showing a little bit better on my Instagram and my TikTok and things like that as well. But again, this is where like you guys come in as well. If you've got any maybe more like professional editing software that you think I could be using, or if you have any ideas where I could maybe be clipping certain parts a little bit better, this is obviously where I need the chat to come in and help me out as well, because it would be absolutely brilliant to hear that. But yeah, at the minute, a lot of Apple products, a lot of using my laptop and my gaming monitor to kind of compare the two, and then obviously using social media, Instagram, Twitch, and obviously my YouTube to post my podcast as well. So that's what we're using at the minute, Kean. Yeah, so it's absolutely amazing. Let's hear the questions. Next question. Yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll definitely do that, and yeah, we'll maybe I'll maybe get my moderator to maybe take a little film of that as well, so I can shout out the people who have recommended me the PC, also shout out the makers of the PC, and yeah, as again, keeps you guys interactive, supporting each other. That was my 3 rules in my TikTok. Have fun, be respectful, and respect everybody in the chat as well. Make sure that we're all looking out for each other as well. So in a little video like that, I will be shouting out absolutely everybody who has recommended me that PC as well. So looking forward to that as well, Prime. That'll be so good too. Let's hear the next question. Cool. Thank you for the highlight message, Prime. Yes, there's only one milkman. There's only one milkman walking along, singing a song, walking in a milkman wonderland. Love that, Prime. Love that. That's so good, man. That's so good. Let's see if the chat can make up like a little audio song with that as well. Send that in as well. I know I've got music producer around me as well. We could make that happen. Maybe in the next starting screen of the podcast we'll be getting that in. But definitely in the Christmas special, that is 100% coming out. That's going to be awesome. So yeah, I love that little song. Keep them coming in. Even if we can get that song viral, we need you singing it. We need you recording that. If there's any DJs, if there's any singers out there, get singing that Milkman song. That would be absolutely awesome. So Prime, thank you so much for the question. Thank you so much for the song as well. Let's hear the next question. What game will I play next? So I'm having a look on Xbox Game Pass to see if there's other games as well. The one that I'm really, really enjoying is Avowed at the minute, which is the newest Game Pass added game, new to 2025 as well. I believe it came out at the end of February, so it came out last week, you know. So everything on Xbox Game Pass is brilliant. But really loving Avowed. If you like games like Skyrim, which obviously on here, best quote in Skyrim ever, which is so good as well. If you guys don't know this quote, you need to get to know Skyrim is one of the best games out there as well. So it's very like Skyrim, it's very like Fallout as well, but obviously it's a sort of next generated version of it. So if you're into games where you have to sort of loot around or build up your armor, You also get a team around you as well, so you build up a little army as well. This is the game that I'm going to try and play at the minute as well. So that would be brilliant to try and do that as well. But yeah, other again suggestions. Really getting good interaction with Fortnite. I know a lot of you are still playing Forza 5 as well, that have wanted me to play that, so maybe we could build up a little sort of racing squad on Forza 5 as well. But all these little kind of underground games I'm sort of looking out. So again, looking for suggestions, but also I will be hunting for that next game. And again, let me know as well, because I know a lot of these Twitch streamers that inspire me. They do like a little series where they'll can play a game for maybe like 5 or 6 streams to try and complete it, and then they'll move on to the next game in their stream as well. So again, if you want me to try a next game in my next stream, let me know. I'm always up for trying new games as well. That would be awesome as well. Next question in the chat. Let's hear it. Thank you for the question. Okay, no worries at all, man. We'll of course, yeah, no worries at all. We'll, to be honest, I do sort of do that a wee bit just to try and get more interaction in as well. I know it is a podcast as well. Again, we'll improve on that for the next time. But again, it is very good for engagement, that too. So again, Cian, thank you so much for pointing that out. I really appreciate that. But also, we do sort of do that just to try and get as much interaction in the chat, because we love your questions. We love all your interaction. You guys have kind of driven me to get to this point. You know, I generally can't believe that we're doing the 2nd episode of the podcast here as well. As I keep saying to you as well, this is a massive dream of mine. I've kind of always wanted to do a podcast. I've just always been maybe that little bit shy, but I definitely think this point in my life I'm ready to do it. And already you guys are coming in with so much interaction, so I really appreciate that, guys. And all the questions that are coming in: Prime, Cian, Flynn, Charlotte, Ems, PainKiller, Sammy D. All these guys are absolutely amazing. And as I say, you know, we're 3 away from 100 followers as well on Twitch, which is absolutely crazy. Generally didn't think I was going to get to that point as well. And yeah, I can't thank you enough. It's absolutely amazing. So again, to sort of dive into the stats a little bit as well. So we're looking to try and grow YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch. So as I said, Milkman Gaming 98 on all socials. Make sure you are checking that out. At the minute, we do have our first episode that is live on YouTube as well. And after we've finished recording and editing this episode, it will be going up on YouTube as well. So make sure that you are checking that out as well. And as I said, first episode, 82 views on it. So I was saying to a lot of people, friends and family, if I had 82 people at one of my DJ sets, that would be absolutely incredible. So the fact that 82 people have listened to the podcast has blown me away. It's blown all my team away. And yeah, we just know that you guys are really wanting to come in and listen. I had a few messages on TikTok being like, 1 day to go till the podcast, or oh, it's podcast day, or oh, Milkman podcast day, we're looking forward to it. All these little comments, you know, like, you guys don't need to do it, but the fact that you guys are hyped for it gets me more hyped for it as well, you know. So it's just these little things that really keep my motivation to do my podcast, to do my streaming, to do everything. It's absolutely brilliant as well. Right, I've got some questions in the chat again. Let's hear them. Thank you so much. Thank you, Prime. Thank you. Keep it going. So this is a big one that Cian's been doing actually, and again, you football fans out there as well might like this one as well. So Cian is he's been keeping me up to date with his. So FM, first of all, is Football Manager. So Football Manager is a game that comes out every year. And I think it's got every team from my local team, Bonnyrigg Rose, all the way up to Barcelona, for instance, you know. So it's got every team. You can go any team you want. I believe you can actually create your own team as well. So maybe we could create a Milkman All-Stars team or something like that, and you guys can sort of interact on who my sponsors should be, or what players I sign and things like that too. So yeah, I could do that 100%, Kian. I think Football Manager would probably work really well on the gaming PC. I know you can get Football Manager on Game Pass as well, but I do believe Football Manager's a better PC game. So that could be something that we can discuss for the future. That could be maybe a series. Maybe I could do like 3 or 4 seasons with Milkman All-Stars, or I know I've said in the chat before Dundee FC, or even my local team, shout out BrownieBros as well, boyhood club of mine, played for them for 10 years. So yeah, we could do something like that. That would be awesome, Kian. So yeah, I appreciate the suggestion. That would be awesome. Thank you so much again, Kian, for the question. Let's hear the next one. Wow, that's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Prime. I appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. So I had actually, there was a user that messaged me through TikTok, and again, I'm going to shout him out. He's called Tom Collins on TikTok, and he actually dropped me a little message to say that last year he we're getting a little bit deep here, but this is obviously podcasting. But he fell into quite heavy depression, and he didn't really have like anybody to play with on Xbox, and he felt alone, and he felt that like he couldn't really reach out to anybody. And I believe he joined my first ever TikTok live 2 weeks ago, and he came in and he just said hi. And he couldn't believe that I said hi back to him, because he's never had that kind of interaction of somebody wanting him to be welcomed into something. But that's the way I am. If anybody's coming into my Twitch or TikTok, I'm always going to say hi to you, whether you're new or you know, a VIP or moderator, first sub, whatever. I do kind of, I want to make you feel like you're all part of my community. And he was blown away, and he just asked, he was like, can I join in one of your squads in Fortnite? And I was like, of course, we'll definitely get you in. And so he joined in. We played like 3 or 4 games. I think we got a win that stream as well, which I think made his day too. And he dropped me a little message after the stream, and it was almost like, you know, a lot of people call it Bibles, you know, like it was a massive message. But basically the sort of general idea was that it just made his night. It made him feel welcome. He felt less depressed being in my TikTok live. He was happy, you know, going to bed that night. And he dropped me a follow, and he said, "Oh, I would love to be able to play Fortnite in some more of your streams." And I just messaged back and I said, "I'm so glad that you're feeling happy. Really sorry about the depression, but this is what I want to do. I genuinely want to change people's lives with this and make people happy. Gaming community can obviously be a weird scenario, because obviously you're not seeing people face to face. It's more just like connection over, you know, electronic devices or lives. But I'm really, really wanting to change people's lives. So the fact that Prime comes home from school and says that I'm looking out for you, you make my day, then that's me winning 100%. I know obviously I say like and subscribe and share, but these little things, when you're actually generally changing somebody's life, is actually bigger than a subscription. So all these little comments that come in, I'm generally doing it for you guys. It's from my own heart. I'm not clipping this. I'm not doing this for social media. I'm not being like, right, I'm going to say this to try and get 100 likes today. That's not me. That's not what you get from Milkman Gaming. It's all about community. It's all about looking out for each other. And yeah, I genuinely want to help you. So that's really stuck with me, that Tom story. I think I'll definitely be shouting out Tom a lot more. I hope Tom is doing okay presently today. Prime, I hope that you're absolutely buzzing that I'm on Twitch today. And as I say, everyone that's interacting in as well, I genuinely hope you guys are okay too. Right, let's hear the next question from the chat. Nice. I love that, Prime. You need to keep that Milkman Wonderland song coming. Thank you so much for singing that, man. Let's catch that on. That's so good. So yeah, so Lil Sam's another one that has joined my streams, and he's been part of my streams for quite a few months now. Lil Sam as well. So that's brilliant to hear, because Lil Sam and Prime actually don't know each other. Like, this isn't like friends from school, or this is all been brought through the Milkman community here. So that's rule number 3 again, which I'm going to stress. I'm probably going to be repeating myself with these rules, but rule number 1, have fun. Rule number 2, be respectful. And rule number 3 is to look out for everyone. Now, I know that you are coming on my streams, you are looking out for me, you're looking out for Milkman Gaming, you're wanting to play Fortnite with me, you're wanting to interact, you're wanting to find out how old I am, where I'm from, how I got into DJing, which I love. But I also want you guys to be looking out for each other as well. So to hear that you guys are playing Fortnite together and you haven't actually like met in person, you maybe just like play over Xbox Live, or you're just, communicating over TikTok or whatever, that again, that's bigger than a subscription as well. So that's brilliant to hear that you're all looking out for each other, because I'll give you an example. So we had there was a girl that joined who she's called Julie, but she spells her name July, which in my personal opinion is the best month of the year. I know that I have extremely good mates that have birthdays in March and April, but I do personally think July is the best month in the year. Just because Milkman says so. Whatever Milkman says goes, man. Okay, so but there was I think it was like a fake beauty page that came into my TikTok, and they came in and they said to Julie, "Oh, would you be able to send Julie a message to say that her makeup hasn't been done very well?" And it was my first kind of instance of, like, I guess, hate in the chat almost. Now, it wasn't hate to me, it was like hate to somebody in the chat. So straight away, instead of me being like argumentative or like causing a scene, I just had to remove them from the chat. Now, that's something that I never want to do. I never want to remove anyone from the chat, because it's not me. I always want to involve people, always want to sort of give people a chance. But Julie was messaging the chat saying, "Oh, I'm going to have to get out of here. I'm going to have to leave here." So I unfortunately had to remove this beauty page from my my chat. But what was really, really nice was that all the chat started coming in, and this was both on TikTok and it was also on Twitch. I had a few people from Twitch chat being like, "Oh, what happened?" And people on TikTok being like, "Oh, Julie, we're here for you. Really sorry that happened. If it happens again, drop me a message. We're all looking out for you." And I didn't even say anything. PainKiller moderator, he'd be having none of that, So yeah, watch out for PainKiller. He doesn't take any rubbish. I tell you. But the fact that you guys were looking out for her, I stressed to you guys, "Oh, make sure you look out for each other." And I was going to say to Julie, "I'm really sorry about that," which I did. But you guys were already jumping on the wagon and saying, "Julie, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry that happened. I hope you're okay." And you're generally messaging each other, just making sure that you're okay. So these are little things that I love. I've also had incidents where, like, people have tried to be like, "Oh, who's your barber? Oh, why does your hair look like that?" And then somebody's jumped in and been like, "Man, I love your hair today." That's, again, you're all looking out for me, and I haven't asked for that, but that's because I've said to you, be respectful. So a lot of you have got my back and each other's back, and it's just absolutely amazing to see that. So big love to everybody that's doing that. Again, Julie, if you're listening, if you're joining in the chat, I'm really, really sorry that happened to you. But as I say, we are all here. You saw examples of that we're all willing to message. And again, I strive as well. If you want to drop me a little message like Tom did as well, please do. I'll always try and get back to you as soon as I can. I've obviously got a moderator now, so we can obviously look at these messages together. If there's anything we can do, we would love to give back as soon as we could as well. So keep the follows, keep the subs, keep the shares coming in. Let's grow Milkman Gaming, and let's see if we can try and give back to you guys as soon as we can. That would be amazing. But yeah, these little instances are sad when it happens, but great when we see that we've got each other's back. So it's brilliant to hear. Let's hear the next question. Let's hear it. Cool, cool. So, so Kian, thank you so much for the ideas there. So I actually do already have a Discord. I haven't actually shouted it out much just because I'm quite new to Discord. So if you are wanting to follow my Discord user, it's Milkman Gaming 98 underscore 00193. And as I said, it's got the exact same user avatar picture, and it will come up saying Milkman Gaming 98's chat as well. So make sure you type that out. So again, I'll repeat that again to you. So on Discord, it's Milkman Gaming 98 underscore 00193. And I know that Discord is a good way because it's almost like a group chat of gamers. So I can basically put a little message onto my Discord chat saying I'm now live on Twitch. So then that then allows you guys to be notified. And I'd also hope that that you would be able to obviously get the notification tab from Twitch as well. So again, Kian, love the Discord, and I love the fan art and music suggestion as well. That's absolutely brilliant too. If you do want to send in any art, send pictures through my socials, Instagram and TikTok. And again, if you're wanting to maybe, post fan art or whatever, we could maybe even set up like a wee PO box as well. So if you're down for maybe even sending us stuff, we can send that into the podcast. Maybe we could have like a little display behind us as well of all fan art as well. So again, it's shouting you out if you are into art or if you're into certain types of games or music and things like that as well. And again, music suggestions massive as well. I've been looking into that for Twitch as well. I know that quite a lot of it can be copyrighted as well, so I'll need to look into that. But if there even is just on a daily basis any music suggestions or playlists I should be listening to, then I'll do that as well. So Kian, thank you so much again for the question. That was brilliant. $100% Prime. I love that answer. That is generally the best answer. 100%. If somebody is bullying you, they are jealous of you. 100%. They don't got what you got, man. 100%. You're a living legend. Seriously, man. Even like the fact that you've even got the commitment to even just message out to somebody and want to play with them that lives 2 hours away from you. That's absolutely massive, man. So yeah, I love that answer, and that goes out to anybody as well. If you are being bullied out there, as Prime said, they are jealous, but also chat. If it's to me, if it's anybody in the chat, if you are feeling bullied or harassed, or if somebody's giving you like funny looks all the time, or feeling that like you're a bit creeped out or feeling uncomfortable, then make sure you do talk to somebody, because if you don't, then something serious could happen or something may end up that you may not want to happen. So make sure that you are letting us know with that, because again, bullying, it's a horrible thing, it really is. But I love that answer that they are jealous of you. They generally, the skills, the commitment, the personality that you've got, Prime, and all my chat as well, Kian, you guys are absolutely brilliant, so I appreciate that a lot, Prime. It's absolutely amazing. I love that. Let's hear the next question. Thank you again, Prime. Cool. I like that, Kian. I like that. So there is obviously this thing on Twitch, which is obviously called a dual stream, where you can connect with other streamers. So I know that quite a few of you have chatted about that and suggested that I do that, and obviously it helps the both of us out there, because obviously what that allows you to do is bring in two different chats into one stream. So it would then allow the chat on, say, Prime's stream onto a Milkman Gaming stream, then their chat and community would be able to connect as well. So again, I would kind of strive there that we can bring more people into the community, more people can help each other out, and then we can obviously grow all our social medias together as well, which is brilliant. So I think that's a great idea. I'll definitely look into that. And again, I know I've had a few suggestions with Minecraft as well, so I'll need to get Minecraft downloaded onto the Xbox to begin with. But again, I do think Minecraft's going to be massive on the gaming PC as well, so I'll definitely look out to that as well. So thank you so much, Prime. I appreciate that. Oh, I appreciate that. I actually do remember you suggesting that in one of my. I remember you putting that into one of my chats, actually, Prime. So yeah, that would be absolutely amazing, man. If we can get a mouse mat, if we can get a Milkman Gaming mouse mat, that would be brilliant as well. That would be cool. Yeah, let's get it going. Let's shout out that business again. This is something we can do as well. If I have a Prime Optic mouse mat on one of my streams, I'll shout that out massively, and I'd hope that everybody in the Milkman community and other communities in the Prime Optic community as well will be hopefully rushing to get themselves a Prime Optic mouse mat. So that would be awesome. So awesome, Prime. Thank you so much again. Okay, hello, Toxic Jensen. Oh, you just smashed your TV, right? Okay. Could that have been because you've lost the game of Fortnite, or is that the prime? I'm using prime here. Is that the prime example of rage quitting here? My goodness, Toxic Jensen, you didn't need to do that, man. I'm sorry for the TV. Oh, that was rage quitting, right? Okay, so yeah, so we got a great example there of Toxic Jensen doing a rage quit there. Toxic, you'll need to tell us the game there, man. Was it a game of FIFA? Was it Fortnite? Was it Rainbow Six Siege? You'll need to let us know what the big L was there, man. But geez, I'm sorry to hear for you, but I'm also sorry about to the TV as well. I mean, that must be extremely badly hurt. Sorry to hear, man. Cool. But again, Prime, this is exactly like what we're doing with the podcast. If you want to put out ideas, or if you want to even like ask the chat, what do you think I could call my Prime business, or what do you think I could, it could be like Prime mouses or Prime mats or something like that. Could be little business ideas like that. This is what the Milkman community is all about. It's all about sharing ideas. It's all about supporting each other. I know I said like be respectful and support each other on socials, but if you have any business ideas, please put it in. That could also be massive into the Discord chat as well. So if you have got any ideas of like, I'm thinking about like setting up a monitor design, or I'm thinking about bringing out my old keyboards or something like that, put that in and we can all collate ideas together and hopefully get your business going. These little Twitch streams hopefully can grow businesses without of Twitch as well. So potentially if Milkman Gaming became massive, we could have sponsorship deals with milk factories, or we could have sponsorship deals with, dairy gaming, or there potentially in the future there could be like a Milkman video game or something like that. You know what I mean? So all these little things that Twitch starts off that allows you to then get like little ideas off that is what I'm absolutely doing. So I know my goal at the minute is to grow my Twitch as massively as I can, but off that I could come up with business ideas. So please, Prime, and anybody else that's in the chat as well, you have any business ideas? No business idea is a bad idea in a Milkman chat as well. As I said, we're all here for you as well. So if you've got, it doesn't even need to be gaming related as well. Like even if it's like you want it to be like a game designer, or you want it to be you want it to run your own business, you want it to be your own barber, you want it to be like your own car company or something like that. Just even little things like that. We want all your ideas in there, and we can definitely collate them together. And I don't want any commission or money or anything from that. I just want your good ideas. I'll come up with my own good ideas, which obviously I'll put towards you guys as well for feedback. But if you guys have got your own ideas, please, you can plug them. You can plug them as much as you want. We are trying to say not to plug them as much into like live chats, but if you've got them like in the Discord chat, or if you've got them like in TikTok comments or Instagram comments or whatever, put them in there. That would be absolutely brilliant, and I can DM you on there as well. But if you want like a larger audience, then make sure you follow my Discord, and we can chat about business ideas and streaming ideas, etc. in there as well. And as I say, I think that would just absolutely help everybody to just grow together, which is a massive goal of mine as well. So yeah, again, Prime, thank you so much for the question there, and I hope the mouse mat business goes well. Yeah. Nice. I love a dog. Feel like I'm looking after a dog every second day at the minute, so it's absolutely brilliant. Thank you. So I mean, yeah, hackers they are big L's. They are big L's, but I'm not 100% sure how you're going to play your next game now, Toxic, if you don't have a TV, unless it's been smashed a bit that you can still play it. But TVs and monitors out there, man, aren't cheap. So yeah, I hope you get your setup back soon. And yeah, again, sorry to you, and sorry to the TV as well, man. Hackers are the worst. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Love that. There we go. Exactly. I love that. So Prime. I think yeah, for me the best thing is to start young for sure, 100%. By the time you're 16, 17, the business may already be booming by then. So I think the hardest part of a business is coming up with an idea, and you've already come up with the idea. I also think mouse mats can lead on to desktop mats. It could also lead on to custom mouses, because obviously if you've got a mouse mat, then you're going to need a mouse with that as well. Custom keyboards. You could then bring in custom monitors. And then the list goes on to the top where you could be customizing your own gaming PCs. Then if you get into that point, gaming PCs aren't cheap, and then that's you on your way. So you could even have like a Prime starter kit, and you could have like a monitor, a keyboard, a mouse mat, and a desktop mat. And that's like for people that want to be a streamer. Well, who are you going to get in touch with? Well, I'm going to get in touch with Prime, because Prime's got a starter streaming kit. And then if you want like a bigger starter kit, then you could add in the gaming PC as well there, man. So I think these little ideas, if you start off with a mouse mat, I think that's brilliant, because you're obviously not, throwing all your eggs in one basket there. I think if like the mouse mats start to boom and go really well in the market, that's maybe when you bring in the desktop mats as well, and you see if both of them can be a good combination with them. And then once they start to do well, then you can then start bringing in the mouse and the monitor and the keyboard and things like that as well. So yeah, Prime, I think it's a great idea. I would absolutely love a mouse mat, man, especially a customized Milkman Gaming one. That would be absolutely amazing. And as I said, if you do make me one, I will be shouting you out in every stream. If you do become a business, we could maybe even start up a little sponsorship here as well. We could be like, oh, this podcast is sponsored by Prime Electronics or something like that. You know what I mean? So we could have like a little segment there, make a little advertisement, man. The list goes on. So I think it's a great idea, and I really wish you well with it, man. That would be awesome. So thank you again, Prime. Thank you, Kian. I'm absolutely hyped to have you in the stream as well, brother. Thank you so much. Awesome, yeah, no, Prime, keep it going. That would be absolutely amazing too. That would be so good. So so again, the streaming has been going absolutely amazing. It's going crazy. We hit a massive milestone a couple of days ago as well. I'm now a Twitch affiliate. So a lot of you have been asking me in the Twitch chat and TikTok chat, what actually is a Twitch affiliate? So we'll get into this. I think this is massive, because a wee bit at first when I started Twitch streaming, I didn't know, but you obviously find out through streaming. I watch a lot of tutorials as well. So again, if you're down for like tutorial videos, I can maybe take you through the journey of how I became a Twitch affiliate. Maybe like give you like a sort of a behind the scenes of like my whole Twitch setup, and how I stream my games, and how I come up with my ideas and things like that. So again, if you think that would be quite good content, then let me know. Drop it in the chat, drop it in the Twitch comments, Instagram comments, send me DMs on all the socials. I think it would be quite a good idea, but again, it's you guys out there, the chat, that I'm really wanting to listen to, because again, you guys are giving me motivation to get there. But I definitely think a Twitch affiliate's a massive one. So a Twitch affiliate is a Twitch streamer that has got 3 concurrent viewers. They've streamed in 7 different days, and they've built up 25 hours of streaming. So I've had to put 25 hours of my life aside to do all these streams. I've had to get as many concurrent viewers in there as well. The most nippiest achievement you can get on Twitch, because what Twitch does is say you get four average viewers in a stream, Twitch puts that up at 0.1. So every time you're getting one more streamer, it's going up by 0.1. So if I have 5 average viewers in my stream, it'll put the stream up to like 0.2 or 0.3 because I've done it. So this is how many times you're needing to get an average viewer of 3 every time in every stream. I always stress to you that I try and get as many people into the Twitch chat to get there. And you guys have absolutely smashed it out of the park. I think my last stream had average views of 7 people, which is my average viewers of all time. So that was like a kind of record-breaking viewer average there for me, which was absolutely amazing. So you guys are coming in, you're viewing, you're interacting, you're sharing, you're telling everybody about it. I had one a couple nights ago where I was playing with one viewer on Fortnite. He recommended my Twitch, and then he came over and followed me straight away, and then we added him into the Fortnite game as well. So we're telling people, if you're coming over to Twitch, then you're definitely going to be joining the next Fortnite name. Or if you're coming over to Twitch, we'll definitely shout you out. There is a leaderboard system in my Twitch chat now, so now it's telling me how many people are viewing my Twitch streams. So I can tell. I can tell how many people are viewing. I can tell how many people are not viewing, are slacking, you know. So I can see who's going to be in the number 1 position or the number 2. So there's a first and second and third, and then there's obviously like a little leaderboard. So if you're first, second and third in my leaderboard, you'll always have your name shouted out on my stream. So if you want me to do a 2-hour stream and you want your name solidly there for 2 hours, you make sure you get yourself onto a Milkman Gaming 98 stream, because your name will be on there, and that will more likely get you more viewers, more interaction, more followers on these social medias as well. So make sure you are coming in, because it will shout you out that way as well. But obviously I'll support you. I'll support everyone that comes into my chat as well. But it's just a little incentive to try and get you guys out there to grow as well. Next question. Thank you so much, chat. I appreciate this. Amazing, yeah, role model there as well, your dad. Nothing better than your dad doing that as well. So your dad's probably going to support you a lot with that as well, and the fact that he has his own business. I know that maybe some parents that maybe don't have their own business could maybe see that as a little bit of a risk. So I think that you've got the prime example there to start your own business, and the fact that your dad has his own business as well, and obviously the fact that your dad runs that as well, he'll be able to tell you all the kind of ins and outs of setting up your own business and things like that too. So yeah, Prime, you're on to a winner there, man. I think it's going to be a massive company, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing us both grow into massive businessmen. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So again, Prime, thank you so much for tuning into the chat, man. Next question, let's hear it. Love that, Keane. That sounds brilliant. That sounds cool. So I'll repeat the Discord. So it's Milkman Gaming 98 _00193. But I'll get my moderator PainKiller to put that into the Twitch chat for you as well, so that it's a lot clearer in the chat for you as well. But yeah, so that's the Discord there. So as I said, make sure you are checking that out, because that's when I'll notify you when I'm going live. But also, if there is any ideas or suggestions, or even like putting in funny little emotes or making somebody's day on there, the Milkman community chat is going to be the funniest but most respectful chat out there. So I can't wait to see how many chats coming up. So I appreciate that as well. So Kian, thank you so much. And also, just to finish a question there as well, I did not know about the online feature on Football Manager, so that's going to be awesome. That's going to be a good way to connect with you guys as well. And Kian, I'm definitely up for that. So stay tuned for when I get my gaming PC. Stay tuned for the Football Manager series coming soon, which is a brilliant idea from Kian. Thank you so much. And yeah, looking forward to that online feature. So thank you so much, Kian. Next question. First, second, and third. So I'm thinking, is this like Twitch streamer? Is this football? You know what? We'll do first, second, and third with like topics here, right? So first we'll go streamers here. We'll go streamers because obviously this is what we're doing. This is a dream. This is the general idea of Milkman Gaming on Twitch. We are all streamers. So first streamer I would say is definitely Limmy. So I don't know if you know of Limmy, the Limmy Sketches, massive Scottish comedian. He streams between 9:30 to 1:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. So make sure you check that out. And then I know that he's also been playing Marvel Rivals recently as well, which is free to download. You can get Marvel Rivals on PC, you can get it on PlayStation 5, you can get it on Xbox Series X, PS4 and Xbox One. So make sure you can check out that as well. And it's all free there, just like Fortnite, just like all these free-to-play Game Pass games. So make sure you check that out. That would be brilliant as well. Number 2, I would say Jinxie. He plays a lot of Rainbow Six Siege, which again is another game that a lot of the chat have told me to. But Jinxie again, I think he's only 19, 20, I think. So again, living the dream at such a young age. But I think he's averaging between about 2 to 3k viewers each stream, getting a lot of subscriptions, a lot of Prime subs in there. So again, massive inspiration there as well. And number 3, this might be a bit of a corny answer, but all of you guys that are streamers, all of you guys that are coming up, I've been tuning into a lot of you. I know that Prime's obviously just started up his Twitch as well. Kian's been telling me that he does like little half an hour to 20-minute Twitches, which he clips and then puts onto his YouTube channel, which again is Kian Bradley on YouTube as well. So make sure you check his YouTube out as well. There's also another one, M Pickering, who joins as well. I think she's got over 300 followers on Twitch as well. Again, she was recommending to use Discord to get in touch with other streamers to connect and support as well. So yeah, number 3, Lil Sam as well. Yeah, Lil Sam, absolutely brilliant. I know that you do a lot of Fortnite streams as well. So yeah, I know it was a bit of a corny answer, but we're all helping each other. This is what the community is all about. So all your streams that I've messaged into, all the ones that I've shared into, always like dropping a little message. I went on to one recently, somebody was absolutely gassed that I even said hello on their stream. It was almost like, oh my god, this huge streamer's dropped on. But it's just me, it's just Milkman, so I always want to support like I say I will. So again, if there's any new Twitch streamers out there that are looking for my support, drop it into the chat, drop it into the TikTok, and we'll make sure that we support that as well. So that's my 3 streamers there for you as well. That's what I'll give you there as well. So thank you so much, Kean. I appreciate the question, man. Thank you. Well, I do. That's what I want to do, 100%. Everyone that's followed me, Prime, thank you so much again for tuning in. Everyone that follows me, I always do follow you back. I always like your videos. A lot of you put me on their stories, so I will always share that on my stories as well. And yeah, I do stand by my word, because the thing is that I'm not saying I'm like a massive streamer, but at the same time I'm not saying like I'm just a beginner, because the fact that I've got 97 followers on Twitch and 25 subscribers on YouTube, I must be doing something if people are reacting, you know what I mean? So at the same time, like, I was in your guys' shoes. Yes, I love it, man. Keep the Milkman Wonderland coming in, because there's only one Milkman, you know it. And yeah, I was there when I had 0 followers, and now I've got 97 followers. So I know what it's like to try and grow. I know what it's like to try and get people to join in. And the fact that now we're 3 away from 100 is absolutely crazy. So 100% stand by my word. Would always want to support. If there's any videos, if there's any content, if you need me followed, if you need me to shout out your Fortnite name or whatever, then I'm really, really happy to do that. So that would be, yeah, that's what I would love to do. That's what I always say. Anything I do say, I stand by. And I enjoy it. I enjoy supporting people as well. Like, it actually gives me a good feeling inside of when I support people. So when I see that somebody comes on and they're like, oh, I was only getting like 20 views on my last video, but because I mentioned Milkman in my last video, it got 800 views. That's like I know it's amazing for you guys because you're seeing that, but the fact that I'm seeing that because you guys have added me in something and I've shared it, the fact that I've helped you to get, 780 more views than your last one actually makes me feel really good too. So that's what I'm all about. I always want to share and support you guys to get bigger. Let's see your next question. Prime, thank you so much, Prime. Loving this. Oh, well, do you know what, man? If you do get everybody singing that, I need you to, take a video, or I need you to get somebody to get the whole squad singing Milkman Wonderland or something. That would be awesome. And get that going about. That would be absolutely amazing, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Prime. Cool. Right, okay. Right, I like this, Keaton. I like this a lot. So at the minute, number one is actually Prime Optic. So he is actually number one in the leaderboard. So he has actually been question after question in this podcast, which I really, really appreciate. So Prime is number one at the minute. So Prime, you can give yourself a pat on the back, some applause emojis or whatever. Get the fire emojis or whatever. Get number one, whatever. Again, you're probably going to think this is a bit corny, but Kian is number two. Kian, you actually got an achievement the other day, which I saw, which is most chats in a Milkman Gaming Twitch stream, because you always come in and you keep me updated with with your Football Manager stuff. You're always asking me ideas. You're always asking me how I do my videos, and you're always telling me that you're always clipping your Twitch stuff onto YouTube as well. So you are number two, and number three is Sammy D71, our first subscriber. Now there is obviously like a top because, as you know in the chat, you need to watch out for him. Big name. When he comes into the chat, you don't know if it's good or bad. I'm sort of on my sort of on my toes, thinking like, oh no, have I done something wrong as well? This is my team coming in thinking, oh Milkman, you need to cool it down, man, or man, you need to hype it up. So do watch out for PainKiller. He's obviously always going to be number one because he is moderator, part of the team. But obviously this is viewers as well, so you do have to watch out for that as well. But number three is Sammy D71, who is our first subscriber as well. So Sammy D does have a busy life. He obviously is in a band as well, so he gigs a lot of weekends, so he can't tune in as much as he would like to. But the fact that he became a subscriber, I saw that launched him up the leaderboard a little bit as well. So again, if you want to be a subscriber and get yourself to the top and chat in there as well, that's going to give yourself a lot of chance to get to that top of the leaderboard. But at the minute, Prime, you are number one. I never want to say to anybody like, oh, you are number one, because I think all the chat is number 100%. I think everybody that comes into my chat, follows me, shares anything, you are all number one. But I know, to answer your question, you're not wanting me to shy away from it. You're wanting the real deal. I am happy to provide that. I know if I've not said your name on the leaderboard, then I do also think that you are part of my, my heart leaderboard, the whole process. Everybody is number one. But it's Prime, Kian, and Sammy D are 1, 2, and 3 there. So yeah, that answers your question, Kian. Thank you so much for the question, man. Yes, love that. Well, you can't have, so Prime, thank you so much. All the best with the Lancashire training as well. I hope it went well. I hope it goes well. And yeah, enjoy your party. And Prime, my number one task for you tonight is at that party is to tell everybody about Milkman Gaming 98. I kind of got the feeling you were already going to do that, but that's your mission tonight, man. I want to see 30 new followers in this Twitch chat, in this TikTok chat, man. I want this to be a Milkman party, man, So, as you say, there's only one Milkman, and there's only one Milkman party, man. So, enjoy your party. I hope this is the beginning of your party, joining in the stream, man. And as always, Prime, thank you so much for interacting in the chat, man. Absolute legend. Thank you for making our day, too. We appreciate that, too. Thank you. Good man, Keane. Yeah, Keane, you deserve it, man. All the stuff you're updating me about Fortnite and Football Manager, all the Call of Duty stuff that you're doing, everything that you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I know that you're an up-and-come streamer as well, so if there is anything that you need me to do from my side, from our side, we're also happy to do that as well. So, yeah, keep it coming, Keane. Let's see if maybe you can make your way to the #1 spot. Keep it going, man. That'd be awesome. Thank you, Keane. Thank you. Yes, we love that, Prime. We love that. So, wait, you know what? I know that I'm the man in front of the camera, but these people behind closed doors, behind the camera, that do all the tech stuff in the background for me as well, we need to give them a shout out as well. So I want to see W's in the chat for PainKiller, please. Get them on, because if you don't do W's, then whoa, you don't want to see the bad side of PainKiller, you know. So I'm only joking. Am I joking? I don't know, but I want to see W's in the chat. I'm making out PainKiller as a bad guy here, but it's because he respects you guys, he loves you guys as well. He just doesn't want to see the bad stuff from you guys as well. So if he sees any hate, if he sees any bad stuff, then that's when you'll see the real side of PainKiller. So I'm just warning you. But please, W's in the chat for PainKiller. He is the man that's doing everything behind the camera here, making sure the streams go slowly, making sure that you guys' questions are answered. And just an all-round great guy, PainKiller. So thank you for shouting out PainKiller there, Prime. We appreciate that. Thank you. Let's hear the next question. Let's hear it. Good man. I appreciate that, Prime. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to hear it. Amazing. That's what we want. That's what we want in the chat. We really do, because amazing, Keane, Prime, Optic, everyone, thank you so much for doing that, because it's not, it was maybe like a couple months ago, it was me just doing it solo. I was trying to just do gaming content to try and grow this, and I suggested to PainKiller that maybe we should start a little live podcast, and it's been absolutely brilliant that you guys are really appreciating my team as well. So he'll probably get a little bit embarrassed with me saying this, but PainKiller is also on Twitch, so make sure you follow PainKiller on Twitch. You never know, you may say some stuff from PainKiller the more he grows with me as well. You never know, because again, you could maybe be asking PainKiller, well, what's he doing behind the camera? What software is he using? What monitors is he using? What laptops is he using? What microphones, etc. So if you want to ask PainKiller any stuff as well, then you can ask him on Twitch as well. We maybe even need to set up PainKiller with some social medias maybe as well. We can chat about that. I know that any time I talk about PainKiller, when PainKiller is in the room, he absolutely hates it, which deep down I love, because he never wants to be the main man, but I would love him to be the main man because he's just helped me out so much. So again, he's just like you guys as well. He's been a massive supporter, a massive inspiration in my games. I sort of touched on it in the last one, but he brought me on to games like Forza Horizon 5, which again is massive, music inspirations on there, which sort of led us to being a duo drum and bass DJ duo. So again, that's cool. He brought me on to Elden Ring, absolutely amazing game as well. So yeah, please, I know you guys are here for Milkman Gaming. I know you guys love my stuff, but please give some love to PainKiller and my whole background team as well, because they really deserve it. They work hard, they take time out their day, they've all got families, they've all got busy lives, and the fact that they can just even spare an hour or two for me just to allow me to do my dream, I hope then I can make their dreams come true with being part of the Milkman team as well. So again, I want applauses, I want W's, I want come on PainKiller, I want absolutely love for not just me, but for PainKiller and my team as well, because I really appreciate him being about as well. Anyway, next question. I don't want to embarrass him too much. Cool. Cool. Firstly, Prime, thank you for bigging up PainKiller. I almost want a stream one time. Yeah, 100%. Put PainKiller on the TikTok. 100%. Put it on the socials. We're sharing them about 100%. Also, as well, if you want them to be creating Instagram, TikTok pages, let me know. I may have to create that and run that for him as well. 100%. He may not like that, but I'm loving it. So that's what makes me happy. And that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. But to get into your mouse mat thing. I mean, there's loads of things out there. The massive one at the minute that I'm seeing is Vinted, man. So if you've got like custom designs that you've ordered, you could then be putting them on Vinted. So what's really good about Vinted is that you don't even have to start up like a business. It's just you create an account like you would with Twitch. So Vinted is free. You can sign up for it. All you need is an email and to create a password. And the good thing about Vinted as well is that you can take brilliant shots of your items as well. So say like you've got like a milkman mouse mat and you've got like 10 of them, you could at me in that and I could share that. I could share your Vinted, could get more people to come over to it. Vinted's also another way to communicate with people as well. So you can also message over Vinted. You can at people's Vinted businesses. You can tell people the products that you want to buy. The stuff that you're into as well, so it can create like a little algorithm there as well. But yeah, I think Vinted, you've obviously got eBay if you wanted to do that as well. But also as well, man, there's all these websites. If you go onto it, there's websites that are willing you to set up a business. A massive one that seems to go really well is Shopify. So if you've got Shopify, you can actually create your own link to that as well. So if you were putting that, say, on your Instagram story, you can tag a link on your Instagram story and people can come over to your Shopify as well. So that might be even something that we might look into as well. I know that I've had quite a few people message me in the chat being like, are you bringing out any Milkman merch? Again, that'd be a massive dream of mine. I love hoodies, I love tracksuits, I love trainers, I love caps, I love scarves, gloves, whatever. So I think at some point there may be a Milkman Shopify shop coming soon as well. So that would be brilliant as well. So they would be the three that I would say, but I definitely think Vinted is definitely the place to start. And then once you see maybe more sales coming in from that, maybe then start up. And Shopify also kind of encourages you, gives you tutorials on how to make more sales and how to make your products look really good online and things like that as well. So that's where I'd recommend that as well. And once you do have that, put it into the Discord chat, put it into my TikTok comments, Instagram comments or DMs, and I'll check that link out and again share that out to you as well. So Prime, thank you for that. That was a brilliant question. Wow, nice, Kean. So he's going to be one for the future, I think, as well. It sounds like he could be a sort of a Lionel Messi or a Cristiano Ronaldo when they're that sort of age as well. So that's going to be a big signing for Nottingham Forest there. Keep training him up, man. An A+ signing's a good sign as well. So looks like, maybe when he gets into his early 20s, mid-20s, he may be making profit on that player as well. So, yeah, keep the underground ballers coming in, man. And again, Kean, thank you so much for tuning in the chat, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Not said. Nice of you to join in. Now, Not Said is a follower through TikTok as well. So again, TikTok's massive as well. Every time I do a Twitch stream bar the podcast, I always do a TikTok live as well. Now, this is another question that I've been getting is, why do I not do TikTok lives with the podcast? So the reason why I don't do TikTok lives with the podcast is because I'm trying to make it more exclusive to you. So I'm trying my real hardest to grow all social media platforms, but I think that Twitch is the best way to make it exclusive because you get better content. You obviously get myself chatting, but you also get the chat too. I think it's like a better layout, and obviously with Twitch as well, there's more interaction, so you can see that little leaderboard of who's coming in. You can do your little emoticons. You can subscribe to me. You can get little milk drops, which I've added in as well. So they're like little points that can also help you get up the leaderboard too. So I just think with Twitch, there's more interaction there. Whereas TikTok, you are kind of just chatting to the screen with the chat there, but there's obviously not a lot that the chat can do that obviously Twitch offers as well. So that's to answer that question as well, that we are trying to make it more exclusive, and we're trying to grow our Twitch to get more people to join the podcast as well. So that would be cool. Next question, let's hear. I love that, Cian, yeah. Hype, yeah, keep the hype, keep the love dogs coming in, I appreciate it. Yeah, so I think the more you become a more successful business, that's when Amazon comes in as well. So Amazon's obviously a massive company, so once you get to that level, that then allows you to become a wee bit more global and things like that. Whereas Shopify, a wee bit is kind of like Twitch, but for clothing. It allows you to kind of grow into something a bit bigger. It gets you out there. It allows you to link things to all your social media, gather more followers, and also as well, Shopify is a good way to connect more people with more people who are into, say, hoodies or tracksuits or trainers or caps or things like that as well. So it kind of builds an algorithm of what you guys are into, like Twitch does. So if people are into podcasting, I hope myself and other podcasters will be coming up on your algorithm as well. So all these little algorithm's a pretty big word, and I definitely think that the more you post about something, the more hashtags you put into your post as well, the more people comes into your chat or your social medias as well. So yeah, Amazon's kind of when you've made it in a way, but Shopify really helps you to get there as well. So yeah, I hope you get it to Amazon, and I really appreciate you again putting in the questions as well. So yeah, so to dive into sort of like that, all that stuff. So what I'm doing just now with Twitch is that I'm trying to come up with new ideas, try to come up with new gaming ideas, interaction. And I was watching a few videos on YouTube, and it had little clips like, oh, I ordered everything off the McDonald's menu, or, oh, I went to these 3 different shops and rated them out of 10. And I want to hear, like, is that the kind of content you guys are up for? Like, would you want to see, like, a live bit of content of, like, me out and about in the streets, like, going to different shops or going to different restaurants? Or would you want to see, like, a mukbang or something like that? So if I had, like, the full menu of McDonald's food, would you want me to rate each of them, like, live on Twitch, and then I could then upload that onto YouTube for you as well? Is that little things that you're looking into for me to do? Let me know about all that as well. That would be really cool as well. So yeah, sorry, I was about to dive into something, but I hear the chat's back in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the highlight message, Prime. I appreciate that. Amazing, man, amazing. And once you've customized them, once you've got a design ready, let me know, and I'll share them as well. But man, that's the way to do it. Trial and error, try some different designs, but at the same time make sure that you love them as well, because if you get a design that you're not 100% happy with, or you're not fully committed into it, then at least you tried, at least you gave it a go, and there's always time for you, man. You're young, you're going to be an entrepreneur in the future, I feel it. And yeah, I just can't wait for your mouse mat business to go in the market, man. So that's brilliant. That's so good. So again, thank you, chat. I really appreciate everybody tuning in today. It's absolutely amazing. Sorry, I'm just gonna have some Iron Brew. Again, not a sponsor, but I hear that a lot of yous do love a bit of Iron Brew. All you Scots fans out there. So cheers to you guys. Thank you again for the highlighted. Yeah, no, it would be absolutely amazing to be a part of it. As I said, I would love a custom design if that's what you're going to offer. Also think that's like a nice wee touch as well. So my service to you guys is obviously every time you put something into a chat, I always like to shout out your name. I always like to say, oh, this is what you've said in the chat. So I suppose from your point of view, you could be listening to ideas that the chat have and maybe design that for somebody that's coming up. So for instance, I know that Cian plays Football Manager. Maybe you could make him like a custom Football Manager Nottingham Forest mouse mat, and that's like a nice little personal touch. touch that might sort of make his day. And because it has Football Manager, because maybe it has his name on it, and because it's obviously come through the Milkman community as well, he may use that more because it's obviously a personal touch and a nice idea that you've listened to, that he's given you to, and that's the way that I think a business can definitely grow. So yeah, man, it's good to be a part of that. It's good to have you a part of it. And again, thank you for everyone tuning into the chat as well. So I was going to dive into my newest track on Spotify, which is called Saffire, and it's based on a sort of underground techno tune. And I wanted to dive into it with how I produced it, the production material that I use, all the software that I use, how I use it, how I found inspiration from it. And just give you an idea in case maybe there is some music producers out there that are looking to sort of do the same thing. So the first thing is obviously inspiration. So again, I keep going on about him, but Oliver Heldens also has a techno label called Hylomatic. So there is Oliver Heldens, but he also has an alter ego, I suppose you could call, which is called Hylo. So Oliver Heldens is very like commercial, sort of like house, sort of techno kind of stuff. But then his Hylo character is very like underground house, very techno based, quite heavy techno as well, more for the kind of Amsterdam kind of techno scene as well. And he's just brought out a label called Hylomatic, which he's released on Spotify recently as well. So make sure you check that out as well. But he's brought out some tracks on there which are absolutely amazing. He's brought one out called Zeus, which is pretty cool. He does seem to base a lot of his tracks on sort of Greek gods and things like that as well. But the reason why I said Zeus is because this was an inspiring track to making Saffire. And I think if you listen to Zeus and you listen to Saffire, they are quite similar in style, but obviously the drums and the melody and things like that are obviously on my own style. But first of all, that's how I got like the idea of the track. So what I use is my Apple Mac. I use GarageBand on there as my sort of bass. I use a keyboard, which is like a mini keyboard sort of synthesizer, which I plug into the Mac, and I also use a website called LoopCloud, which allows me to get sort of synth loops, drum loops, etc. And they're absolutely brilliant as well, which I bring into GarageBand, and then I can like snip them into my own. I can then turn the sound of them, maybe change up the chord a little bit to make it into my own sort of track there as well. So that's how I started with that as well. And once I've got the whole track together, what I love doing is I love listening to the track without headphones and then with headphones as well. So the reason why I do that is because when I listen without headphones, that gives me the perspective of me playing it live at a DJ set. I know with a DJ set I am using headphones, but I do also have to play it live through a speaker or play it live to an audience in a venue as well. So that's why I do that first, to think, do you think that would work in a DJ environment? Do you think that would work in a club or a festival or something like that as well? So I think that would be I think that works really well for me. The reason why I put the headphones in is because I like listening to songs that are very atmospheric, to see if maybe it would help me through my runs, it would help me through getting to work in the morning. I do start quite early for a job that I'm currently doing just now, so sometimes these little atmospheric kind of energetic songs sort of gets me ready for the day when I'm going to my work. And then also on the way back as well, sort of keeps the energy coming up too. So these little things just like sort of help me in life, because a lot of Oliver Heldens and other techno DJs really make inspiring atmospheric tunes that have got me through the day. So I sort of think to myself, well, that makes me feel good, that makes me feel happy. I want to do that style, but obviously in my own way. So so these little touches is definitely what I do, and I think that I think from then it really works for me. So it's great. Now I work with a company called Ditto Music, which allows me to upload my music onto Spotify, Apple Music, Soundcloud, and all these other music distributors, Amazon Music, etc. as well. So it's absolutely amazing. I pay a little subscription for them. So shout out to Ditto Music as well. They're absolutely amazing, and yeah, and they always produce and allow me to put my custom canvases on there as well. So you'll see that on the canvas of Saffire as well, it's a little clip of the first podcast that we did. So that's like a little personal touch to be like, oh yeah, I was in that podcast, I interacted in that podcast, I was there when he did that bit live. So it's all these little personal touches that I'm trying to connect together to be like, oh my god, that's Milkman's on Spotify, that's his track. So these little things just to try and get you guys hyped is absolutely brilliant. And again, I can't thank you enough. At the minute, I saw we're at, I think, 38 streams at the minute, but you've obviously got me, I think now you've got me to about 10 more monthly listeners now. So now the algorithm's getting through playlists, it's getting through people's liked algorithms and things like that, going through techno playlists. So yeah, so that's how I produced that. And I think all these little personal touches, seeing my canvas in my first episode, has really helped for more people to listen to that as well. So yeah, that's how I produced Saffire. And yeah, massive support in that and more tunes to come. Yeah. Anyway, let's hear from the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in again. Amazing, amazing. That's so good. Yeah, that's what we want to see. Everybody connected together. That's so good. Oh no, Cian. Well, first of all, we're not wanting another smashed monitor here, please. It is at the end of the day, I know we're extremely passionate about gaming and streaming, but it is just a game at the end of the day. So please, all your important equipment, make sure that you are keeping that safe, you know. Oh, nice, like that swag mouse mats. I love that. It's got a little ring to it there as well. So yeah, good man. I mean, at the end of the day, I know that we can all give you some ideas and collate them together, but you are the businessman of your company, so make sure that you're controlling the ideas, you're controlling the name of that. And yeah, I like swag mouse mats. That sounds really cool, man. Yeah, awesome. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. Well, that could be. I am trying to at the minute keep my real name anonymous at the minute, so it could just be an underground name. I know obviously that's like Calvin Harris, you know, it's like David Guetta. That's not actually the real name, so that could just be a stage name. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm not giving anything away at the minute. All I'm known as is Milkman Gaming, and exactly, it wasn't as catchy as Milkman, so it's probably the worst underground name of all time. So yeah, maybe I was called that because I was trying something new. But maybe as I grow, you may find out my real name. But yeah, that was maybe an old and yeah, not so great user. So maybe you saw that, maybe you didn't. We'll see. We'll see. Calvin Harris is the GOAT. Again, he is Scottish as well. Touched on him in my first podcast as well. Another inspiration from my DJ side as well. The massive thing about Calvin Harris is that he actually tried to sing in a lot of his records as well. I don't think I've got that in me. My voice is only made for talking, not singing. So I'll obviously do my talking with my decks and obviously with the podcast. But unfortunately, I'm not going to see me singing unless the Milkman Wonderland song catches on. Then maybe I could give you a little rendition of some Milkman vocals there for you as well. But at the minute, I'm just using it for chatting to the chat and obviously doing my podcast as well. So we'll see in the future if I do some singing for you. But yeah, he is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. Well, we'll see, man. We'll see. As I say, I do stand to what I say. It was probably a rubbish underground name, so you may find out. You may find out in the future who I am. But a lot of people do ask what my name is, and I just tell them that my name is Milkman, And yeah, hopefully the chat can just call me Milkman from the near future, because I would love you, if you ever see me in the street, shout Milkman, you know, because obviously that is my name. That's what I've told you to do. And if I ever do see you in the street, make sure you shout me over, and I'll come over and give you a little photo, give you a little autograph or something like that. Make me look like a celebrity, you know, because it's these little perks that you get as well. So I would love to make somebody's day if I did ever see any of the chat as well. That would be awesome. But chat, thank you so much. Keep it coming in. Let's hear from you. Let's hear from you. Favorite Calvin Harris song is probably what could it be? My favorite Calvin Harris song. I'll say Acceptable in the 80s. That's such a good song. The reason why I like that one is because the vocals in that is Calvin Harris, which is brilliant. So yeah, I'll say Except on the 80s, because I think that was like one of his first biggest hits. So I suppose in a way you could call me an OG fan there. But yeah, that's what I'll say. Acceptable in the 80s by Calvin Harris. That's such a good tune. I love that tune as well. Let's hear from the chat. Let's hear. Yes, Prime. Keep it coming, keep it coming. If you guys are wanting that on Spotify soon, let me know. Maybe we can do a only one milkman walking along singing a song, Milkman Wonderland. We could get a little remix in there as well. That would be absolutely awesome too. I would love that. Oh, fair enough. That's fine. Maybe Prime, we can, if I do get bigger, we can do these like meet and greet things, and I can sing Milkman walking along, singing a song live on stage for you. We can get that going as well. That would be absolutely brilliant. Yeah, right. Well, maybe that's the next one we can do. As I said, I do have a lot of music producers around me, so that could be coming soon. So yeah, Prime, I love that you've made that in the chat. That's absolutely amazing. I appreciate that. Oh, cool. That sing it for me. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Well, as I said, if you're at that party, get everybody singing that song. That would be absolutely amazing. I would absolutely love that. That would be so cool. That would be amazing. So I dived onto my track Saffire, but I want to dive into the BrownieBros now. So obviously the podcast is called BrownieBros, and maybe we can chat about just the BrownieBros in general, how we started up, but obviously the album as well. So that was the reason why we did the first episode, was because the day of the first podcast was the release of the BrownieBros album. So I just had a look today. So obviously I had a chat with my team and my moderator last night about the podcast, about stats and everything, and I saw that we're at 120 last night, but when I looked today, I actually saw that we're now at 130 plays. So even from me just having a meeting with my team yesterday, we've actually had 10 more plays. So that's absolutely brilliant. So I really, really appreciate all the plays on there. It is called Fresh Out the Oven. It is live on Soundcloud, on BrownieBros. So if you search BrownieBros into Soundcloud, you will be able to do that. PainKiller is going to put a link into the chat as well, so make sure you do send that. And in the near future, we'll be putting that album live on Spotify as well, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be absolutely awesome as well. Thank you. Yeah, we need all the support for the BrownieBros, because we're loving it. Drum and bass, house, jungle, drum heavy, synth heavy, bass heavy. If you like all these sort of genres, then the BrownieBros are going to be for you. So up the BrownieBros, keep the BrownieBros going, and we need as much interaction with the BrownieBros as well. There is also an Instagram page, BrownieBros Official. So if you want to jump over there and follow the BrownieBros, we have already uploaded a few tracks on there as well. So make sure you check that out as well. That would be absolutely brilliant. And we're absolutely buzzing with all the interaction with the album stuff as well. So thank you so much again. Let's hear from the chat. Oh, love it, Prime. Maybe first verse can be Milkman, second verse can be BrownieBros, third verse can be PainKiller. So maybe you'll hear that rendition of that on Spotify coming soon. So we'll definitely advertise that if that is in the making too. Feel So Close to You, but with Ellie Goulding as well. Great singer, great vocals as well. So yeah, great tune, brilliant tune. But yeah, I suppose I'm gonna dive back into the Brownie Bros, but to continue with Calvin Harris. I saw Calvin Harris live in Budapest for the first time a couple of years ago, and it's one of the best festival DJ gigs I've ever seen in my life. It was so atmospheric. He was remixing his own tunes like on the fly. He just had the crowd on a string basically. He controlled the crowd. Everything he played was amazing, and yeah, it was so energetic. Just watched it, inspired me, and hopefully one day you may even see a Milkman festival set coming soon as well. So make sure you tune into that as well if that ever happens too. But yeah, Calvin Harris, absolutely amazing live. So if you haven't seen him, definitely try and see him, because I think he's going to be putting out some tours soon. So make sure you look into that as well. That'd be awesome. What we'll do is what I'll do is in the YouTube, if you are following me on YouTube, Milkman Gaming 98, we'll put links to everything Brownie Bros, everything Milkman, everything PainKiller, and everything RKM as well, and we'll make sure that that you can do that as well. As I said, if you are wanting to try and search it just now, it is Brownie Bros Official on Instagram, and you'll see like a little icon. It's like there's two brownies in the jungle, and it says Brownie Bros on the little avatar picture, and it should be on there as well. But if you can't find it, we will provide links after this Twitch live tonight. Yeah, it would be awesome if you could support that as well, so that would be amazing. So yeah, so to get back onto Brownie Bros, the album's done amazing. Now, the most played track is the track in the album. It's called Bro versus Bro. Now, the inspiration around this track was that we wanted to make it in a way where we were both of us were putting our own kind of inspiration through one synth or one chord, and I thought at first we weren't 100% sure with it, because I know that the other Brownie Bro live on Soundcloud at the minute as well, so make sure you check him out as well, has already seen an example of this, but I hadn't. So it was in my head, I was like, I'm not 100% sure about it. But when we started working, when we started doing it, it just flew really nicely. And we definitely think now that it's going to be a way that we're probably going to produce tracks in the future. So what we did was it was four different sort of sequences within it, and we all did our own section within the track with the one chord. And it was almost like you were sort of, I was given my bit, and then the other Brownie Bro was given his bit, and it was almost like we were kind of going back and forth. And it was almost like, almost give the example of like a kind of DJ off, a kind of dance battle in a way, but don't really want to use like the battle bit, because we're just so close, and all the ideas that we give each other we respect, and we're honest with each other, and we just proper love supporting each other as well. So in a way, like battle kind of makes it sound in a negative, because when we were going for it, we both kind of wanted to hype each other up of the next part that we were doing, and I'm actually not even surprised that it's our most played track, just because of it does, like, it's sort of like I start it off, and then the other Brownie Bro comes in, and then the next bit I come in, I try and give you a little bit more, and then the other Brownie Bro try and gives you a little bit more as well, and we try and just like proper go for it, but obviously keep it controlled and nice sounding as well. So I really think that the other Brownie Bro is a great track, and we really support all the plays on that as well. Yeah. Oh, nice. Thank you so much, Prime. I appreciate you mentioning him, PainKiller, there as well. That's awesome. And Prime, thank you so much for all the questions today, man. I really appreciate that as well. All your interaction, all your follows. It's been amazing. I know that you came through TikTok as well, so thank you for joining in there as well. And yeah, as I said, make sure you're sharing me out to everybody. Enjoy your party. All the best with your rugby today as well. And again, thank you so much for all the interaction, man. I really appreciate that. It's great to have you in the stream as well. I probably won't be live later tonight because tonight is the Elimination Chamber, so I'm absolutely buzzing for that. So if you still are in the chat, if you want to tell me after the live chat of your predictions of who's going to win it. So we've got John Cena, we've got Damian Priest, we've got Drew McIntyre, we've got Seth Rollins, we've got Logan Paul, and PainKiller. Who else have we got in there? I'm trying to remember who else we've got in there as well. And we've got Drew McIntyre in there as well. So, yeah, let's hear your predictions. I think that I think John Cena's going to win it tonight. Massive fan of John Cena. Obviously, if you can see him on camera, obviously. If John Cena's in the chat, don't hate me, I'm sorry. But I think John Cena's going to win it tonight. And I would absolutely love to see John Cena at WrestleMania. Again, don't hate me for this as well, but if you're a Logan Paul fan, I hope Damian Priest, I hope Drew McIntyre, I hope John Cena teaches him a few lessons tonight of how to wrestle as well, because I cannot wait for it as well. Ah, cool. Seth Rollins, nice. Cool, Gaelic football. I don't think I've ever watched Gaelic football actually, Prime Swag, so you'll need to let me you'll need to let me know what that is. Maybe send some clips of Gaelic football, that would be awesome. And Seth Rollins, like it, great wrestler, brilliant experience, and yeah, he could definitely be up there getting the W tonight for sure. No, I know, Keane. I remember in some of my 2K23 streams, you always liked when Balor came into my Royal Rumbles. I know that you're a big fan of him. So yeah, awesome, Keane. Unfortunately, he's not in there. But Keane, if you've got any predictions of who you think might win tonight, put it into the chat. As I said, John Cena's getting the W tonight. He's definitely winning. He's definitely going to WrestleMania, and yeah, can't wait for that tonight. It's going to be awesome. Cool, yeah. I kind of like have an idea of like what it is, because I think Gaelic football is almost like a cross between sort of football and rugby a little bit. I think like you can dribble like with your feet, but you can also pick it up and kick it through. I think Gaelic football is the one where it's got like the rugby posts and sort of like goal nets below it as well. So I think like you can get different points. So yeah, so that is Gaelic football. So I think I've seen a few clips of it. But if you have any clips of you playing or the team that you play for, definitely send that in as well. That would be absolutely awesome. Prime, that would be cool to get that in as well, because yeah, that's a new sport of mine. I normally follow football, NBA, NFL, really getting into wrestling now as well. If you do watch WWE, you can catch Monday Night Raw live on Netflix now, and there's obviously loads of highlighted stuff on there as well. Me and PainKiller were watching some absolutely epic matches back in the day. Triple H, obviously old John Cena stuff, Kane, all these guys as well. So yeah, Mankind against Undertaker as well. If you haven't seen that, you don't even need Netflix for that. Just type that into YouTube. What a match that is. And obviously a lot of people out there do say wrestling's fake. I know it is a storytelling business, but search that match and you will definitely not say that wrestling is fake after that. Hands down, you will not say that again, 100%. Ah, cool, nice, Prime. That's awesome. 3 points for a goal, and then if you put it into the net, you get 1 point as well. So nice, very cool, very cool. Maybe need to get you to tell us some more rules of Gaelic football. I love that as well. So thank you for that, Prime. And as I say, thank you so much for tuning in today. It's been absolutely awesome. And yeah, all the best for the rest of your day. And hopefully we'll see you on the next stream as well. That'd be awesome. Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. Right. Okay. So yeah. So we'll need to be watching some AEW now as well to keep up with Finn Balor as well. Because obviously he has a little team around him as well. So I wonder if there's going to be a little change in that team there that he's part as well. So we're part of the Judgment Day, exactly. Yeah. So thank you for that, Keen. Didn't know that. Yeah, I know he's a big inspiration to you. Pretty cool guy. I would also say that I gave PainKiller a fresh little trim yesterday, so he was looking fresh for it. He's also given me Finn Balor vibes, but you're not going to see him on camera. He's going to come on camera whenever he wants to. If he's not going to, he's not going to. But obviously I can see him, so I generally think that my background staff is Finn Balor right now. So I'm absolutely loving that. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, Cian, thank you for that. But yeah, absolutely cannot wait for the Elimination Chamber tonight. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. I don't actually think I've ever seen an Elimination Chamber live before as well. So this is going to be new to me. Obviously know what the Elimination Chamber is, but the lineup tonight is going to be absolutely crazy. In a way, you almost can't put a prediction on who is going to win. I'm just saying John Cena because he's my favourite. It's obviously going to be one of his last matches, but it would just be awesome to see John Cena at WrestleMania. It'd be brilliant to have him there. So yeah, my shout is John Cena. Hopefully, I know that now I've said this, if John Cena loses, there may be some messages coming through. Not going to be hate. I know it's going to be like, oh, unlucky for Cena, or oh, Cena nearly got there, or something like that, which I love. But I know that you're going to come back at me and tell me that, oh, this guy won, I knew he was going to win, or something like that. So again, that's what I love in the chat as well, because I know that quite a lot of you are wrestling fans as well. So it's absolutely brilliant to again connect on that front too. So yeah, so that's what I really like about the Milkman community. I can realise that there's a lot of interest, a lot of common interest there as well. There's obviously wrestling, there's football, there's gaming, just streaming in general. A lot of you obviously ask like what technology I'm using, what microphones I'm using, etc. So all these little things is brilliant that we're all connecting that way as well. And yeah, again, I'm just very overwhelmed this week with all the interaction that you've been giving me. I put up a little video on my TikTok telling you about my milestone with Twitch affiliate. I think it's had about 30 comments on it already, about people congratulating me, saying like, oh, you've been putting in the work, you deserve it. Thank you so much for everything you've done for me. You really make my day. Obviously, Prime put in at the start that he comes back from school, and if I'm not live, then he's watching my stuff until I'm live. So a lot of people are wanting me to try and get like a schedule and things like that going. So that was like another thing I was sort of touching on about with my team as well. So we were all chatting about like maybe setting up a schedule. So again, that'll come in the future. Unfortunately at the minute I'm not going to a set schedule. I may just like put on my socials maybe like an hour, 2 hours before that I'm going live that night, just to kind of give you a bit of preparation that I'm going live. But if we can ever get to the stage where I do get to a schedule, I know that would be really beneficial for you guys as well. So we will definitely, hopefully get that in the near future, because I definitely think that would grow more viewers to Twitch and obviously TikTok as well. So we can definitely chat about that too. But yeah, again, let's hear from you guys. I love all the music questions that were coming in today as well. I know that we're also in the process of getting some more music guests in as well, so there may be somebody sitting next to me in the next podcast. Could be a DJ, could be a singer, maybe even could be like a streamer who just likes talking about his music interests and maybe what concerts he's been to or what festivals, and again tie the two into sort of streaming and gaming and things like that as well. So again, yeah, stay tuned for that. We are in the process of getting our first ever guest onto our podcast, which is, again, it's quite a daunting thing, but there's a lot of people out there that have messaged that really want to get involved, I know, that really are up for, connecting with us as well. Again, helping them grow on social media too. And that's what we want as well, like if we're getting people coming onto YouTube or getting people coming onto Twitch, we want to post their social medias. We want to put their Instagram out, their YouTube, their TikTok, etc. as well, to help them grow too. So again, we'll keep you updated with that. We'll tell you. Well, we'll maybe keep the guest a little secret until the podcast. And obviously, when the podcast goes out and you're watching it, then we'll be able to then post our guests on there so you can interact with them, and hopefully they can be a part of the Milkman community and help you guys grow too. So yeah, again, I appreciate everybody putting stuff on their stories, all the messages today about, oh, I'm looking forward to the podcast. Looking forward to seeing what you've got next. Looking forward to the PC gaming content when that comes live too. So yeah, all these little things are really, really keeping me going. Even like little videos, like posting like a little selfie video on my TikTok. I generally think a year ago I definitely wouldn't have done that, because I feel like, oh, it's quite embarrassing, or what are people going to think? But I've got to a stage now where I'm just doing it for me, because I really enjoy doing that. I enjoy posting things, you know, a little selfie video saying, oh, I've become a Twitch affiliate, or my podcast has gone live. And I definitely think that these videos are the ones that are actually getting a lot more interaction as well. So again, it's these little trial and errors, like the little mouse mat business. Again, you need to try these different things, try different formats, different designs, etc. And you'll get to a point where something just clicks, and then that's how you start the process going. And then maybe once you've started the process going, the little ideas that you wanted to try that maybe didn't work to begin with, now would probably work, because you've obviously kickstarted stuff, and it may be something new and fresh to customers that come in later as well. So so that's what we're trying with the Milkman Gaming stuff. That's what we're trying with the album as well. There's definitely going to be more stuff from BrownieBros coming as well, where we're maybe going to be chatting about maybe other processes as well. But definitely the way that we did BrownieBros is definitely a way that we're going to be doing probably our next couple of tracks. So again, stay tuned for that. We'll put links to BrownieBros SoundCloud and Instagram on there as well. And you never know, we may even make a BrownieBros TikTok as well, to try and sort of grow that on there as well, because I know that TikTok's a really massive platform on social media now too, so we may even get that going too. But yeah, I just want to thank you for everything. It's been absolutely amazing, and I appreciate everybody coming into the chat. Thank you so much for all the questions. Do we have anybody coming into the chat at the minute? No worries at all. Well, I think this brings us to the end of episode 2 of the BrownieBros podcast. Thank you so much to everyone. We had Kian, we had Prime Optic, we had Not Sid. We had absolutely loads of you joining in. Toxic as well, Toxic Jensen. Obviously, we had PainKiller behind the decks, we'll call him. And I love that. Absolutely love everything he's doing. I love you guys shouting him out. You gave him W's. You said bye to him when you were leaving the stream. That's what I want. You know, I know I'm the man at the face of the camera, which I said, but he does a lot. He sets up the camera for me, he sets up all my technology, he makes sure everything's running smoothly for you guys watching me, and that's a massive part of these streams as well, because you guys obviously have to watch it. I just obviously have to talk and obviously try and interact to the chat as best as I can. So yeah, massive thank you again. Keep the support coming in. Stay tuned. Milkman Gaming 98 on Twitch, TikTok, Instagram and YouTube. And stay tuned for episode 2 on the BrownieBros podcast. Thank you so much. Peace out, everyone.